I
Just
don't know about
setting up. So I'm just setting up my yoga mat. So I'll be just a second.
perfect, Jennifer. Take your time. Yeah, I just got this. I just made this room my office, so I was so excited to put my yoga mat down in here. I was like, I have my own space to do yoga today. This
I
is
know, home office turned gym is the best.
yes. I'm just discovering that. And then Amanda's location is so beautiful. You guys can see. I'm like, ah, so serene.
Yeah. I keep changing people in my class will know I keep changing my environment all the time. I'm always in a new place in my class.
It's so fun. Oh man, well, this morning is going to be amazing. I'm going to check the Zoom really fast and just make sure there's not anybody that's asking any questions about this. Make sure everybody's in here okay. I am so excited to get moving this morning. It's going to feel so good.
I know I'm excited. I'm excited to have this flow with everyone. It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be awesome. All right, looks like we're good on this end. Oh, we have some more that I need to admit. Awesome. Hey, Jen.
Hey everybody.
Yay.
Hey Amanda. So excited for today.
Ew, I'm so happy that you guys all joined.
Hey, Karen.
Hi. Oh, wow. It's like another class.
So we'll give it just a couple more minutes just to let people flow in. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Okay. Awesome. Jen, I like your sweater. It looks so comfy.
Thank you. I'm trying to stay in my workout clothes so that I don't forget to work out. My schedule's all off now.
I know. I was excited to put on yoga pants this morning for work. I was like, yes, this is perfect. We're so excited. Amanda is currently in our wellness program, and we had a chance to connect a few weeks ago, and she is incredible. She has such good energy and is such a light, and it was so fun to spend that time with her and hear some of her story. And so it sounds like some of you know her already from class, which is fabulous. I love that. Oh, sorry guys, we have other people coming in, so I want to make sure that I accept them. And so I'm really excited for us to do the yoga flow with Amanda, and we're going to give her a little bit of space before we start for you to get to know her a little bit more as well. And it's really neat for us to be able to hold these workshops and these events and have coaches in our community create something and be able to share it. So Amanda, thank you so much for wanting to share what you've created with Coach Training EDU today in the community. It's going to be really, really awesome. So it's just so fun to see coaches developing something unique to what is their passion and their style and everything with the tools that we are having in class. So we talked a little bit about that coaching and yoga and how do they connect and all these things. So Amanda, I would love if you would share a little bit about your story, what got you into coaching. It's pretty amazing. So I'll let you take that.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Thank you for that, Ashley. I'm so excited to be here, and it was actually, it worked out perfectly because a big part of what I am interested in doing in the coaching space is integrating yoga as well. So we got to talking on making this class kind of more specific to what I want to offer, and so we will be doing a bit of, it will be a shorter flow. It will be about like half hour, and then we'll have some time to talk about some things that I want to address with this class. But more about me is I've been doing yoga my whole life, not my whole life, but since I was, for like 10 years now, so since I was young. But I didn't really feel like I always saw it as like an exercise, and I think that's how it's always been taught to us. And through time, I've had a different relationship with the practice always. But this past year, I was living abroad, and it was a really unique experience for me to kind of be out on my own in a new country. And it really challenged my perspective on what I think I know my life should be like, or what I should be doing versus what I truly was feeling was right for me. So it became an entire kind of self journey within. And through that, I got deeper into my yoga practice. I got deeper into nutrition, into meditation. And I ended up doing my yoga training in Thailand for a month, which was a really, really special experience. And through my travels and through that experience, I kind of realized that there's always a conversation around people wanting to go inward, but not really understanding what it looks like, and that you kind of have the tools really in front of you, because it's you are your tool. So, there would be conversations around, I want to meditate, but I can't sit for an hour. I want to do yoga, but I'm not a yogi. I can't bend, I'm not flexible. I want to start, journaling, but I don't know what to write. And it was no matter where I was and the people I met around the world, they all said similar things, and it kept becoming a conversation. It was like a message to me, like, this is something that I need to address. So coming back, I also really wanted to start a coaching program that had a well-rounded approach to it. It incorporated nutrition, incorporated like inner child work, and more like the spiritual side, but it also had the fundamentals and had a really strong educational program. And I stumbled across coaching training EDU kind of just online, and I spoke with a representative on the phone for like 2 hours, and it was a perfect fit. So here I am, and I'm super excited to be able to share both the practice of yoga and also kind of going in and getting in touch with yourself throughout it. So we are going to, before we start, I wanted to address what this practice really I want to focus on today. And I think that especially in this time, it's really easy to attach to comforts that we have. So maybe like your morning cup of coffee is like that safety net for you to start your day, or you need like that warm fuzzy blanket to make you feel safe. And I kind of want you guys to drop that attachment for a bit. Like, think about what it is that you know makes you feel safe and comfortable. That's probably external, and kind of let go of that for now. And just focus on your body and your heart, not your brain that might start acting up when you're uncomfortable, telling you get out of this position, you need to, I can't wait for my morning coffee. Just like be here, and I really want you to give the opportunity to give the microphone to your body and allow it to speak to you, to see what comes up. There's a lot of things going on right now. We hold trauma and emotions in the cells of our body, so move through it. Whatever comes up, maybe it's nothing, maybe it's everything, let it pass through you. And yeah, I just encourage you to surrender to that today. So we're gonna start on our backs. The speakers are a little bit broken right now, so I'm gonna try and play off of the computer and see if that works for you guys. Let me just...
Amanda, while you're setting that up, I'll make a note really fast. So feel free, if you feel comfortable keeping your video on, please do. It's awesome community to be able to connect in this way on here. And we won't really be paying attention to each other anyway while we're doing this. And also, if you want to turn your video off for now and then bring it back on when we come back to debrief and talk, that's totally okay too. I will remove my video because I've learned when I'm helping in the background, it's really distracting for me to come back to the computer and answer chats and stuff like that. But I'm here in the background if you need anything, have any questions while Amanda's doing this, and I'll continue to admit people in as well. So thank you guys so much. Amanda, I'm so excited. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I forgot to mention that.
Amanda, you're on mute.
Sorry, I don't know why that happened.
It's okay.
Starting on our back, we're going to take our feet to touch. So your feet are going to come out, your legs are going to come out into butterfly. Just lie down on your back. Taking one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Gently close your eyes. Drop into this moment. Being on your mat. As you inhale, fill up your belly. Feeling it underneath your head. We're going to come into cat-cow here. So keeping your wrists below your shoulders, your knees below your hips, pressing into your hands. So you come up out of your shoulders. Don't let your belly hang. Keep it in. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Your shoulders down your back. Tailbone tips up. As you exhale, curl your tailbone under. Arch your back like a cat. Tucking your chin. Inhale, pull your heart through. Stretching your front side body as you gaze up. And exhale, cat, arching your back. Inhale to take that position once again, so flat back. Feet into your left hand as you raise your right hand up to the sky. Gazing up, opening your chest. As you exhale, you're going to thread the needles. Thread your arm under your left armpit, taking your right shoulder on the mat. You want to keep your hips as square as possible. So put some weight into your right knee that allows your hips to square. Pull your right hand towards the edge of your mat. And maybe you walk your left hand up towards your back. you walked your hand out, bring it back towards your head, coming up out of the twist once more, and dropping your hand onto the ground. Now inhale, shift your weight to your right palm. Exhale, your left hand to the head. Opening up your left hip. Left to the right heel to mat. Keeping your left toe on the mat. Maybe walking your right heel up and down. Waiting for your left knee to square off the hip. Breathe here. Inhale, walk it. Inhale, come once more into cow. Let your knees hover over the mat for just 1 second. As we exhale, lifting our hips up and down. Your body might need some time to wake up, so listen to what it's saying to you. Bring some awareness into your hands. Push through the U shape between your index and thumb. Spiral your inner armpits towards each other. Pull your ribs in together. Feel your sit bones, those bones that tend to hit the chair when you sit and dig into whatever it is that may be a hard surface, and pull them up towards the sky. Now imagine a light is at the end of your tailbone, and try and shine that light down towards your heels. This will allow your pelvis to tilt, letting your lower belly pull in, sending the backs of your thighs towards the back of your room. Heels towards the mat, they don't have to touch. Inhale, raise your right leg up and open your hips. So bend at the knee, pushing weight into your right hand so that you do not completely let your shoulder open up. Try and square off your shoulders as you also try and pull your right heel towards your left foot. Breathing here. Exhale, pull your knee towards your nose and step your right foot in between your hands. Drop your back knee on the ground. Untuck your toes. Now take a minute to bring awareness to your inner thighs and pull them together as well. Kind of let your hips square off. Your left hip will come forward, your right hip will come back. Keeping that scissoring motion in your inner thighs. Slowly inhale, walking your hands up your thigh into a low lunge variation. Inhale, push away from your thigh as you grow long out of the top of your head, tucking your tailbone. Exhale, pull your hips towards the front of your mat to sink into your hips. I've got a nice hip flexor stretch. We hold a lot of emotions in our hips, so let yourself feel as you release. Breathing here. As you exhale, come out of your bend in your right knee, place your hands tuck your toes. Exhale, lift your hips up and back into down dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up this time. Bend at the knee, open your hip. Send weight into your left hand to square up your shoulders as you also pull your left heel towards your right sit bone. Feeling stretch here, making sure you're breathing. Exhale, pull your knee to your nose and step it through. Drop your knee down. Inhale, walk your hands up your thigh, tucking your tailbone, going long out of the crown of your head. As you exhale, pull your hips towards the front of your mat, stretching your right hip flexor. Breathing here, continuously pushing away from your thigh. Opening up your body, saying good morning to it. Exhale, drop your hands on the mat. Maybe scoot your right knee back a little bit as you fold over your straightened left leg, half square. Everyone inhale, grow long out of your side body. Exhale, draw a line from your nose towards your toes. Pull your left heel towards the back of your mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, rebend your left knee and send your legs back into tabletop position. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, pull your hips up into downward dog. Inhale, gaze towards the front of your mat and step or hop to meet your hands. Breathe here in forward fold. Just meeting your body where you're at right now. I promise you, as you continue moving, you'll see that you are able to stretch and bend more. It doesn't matter how flexible you think you are or not. Your body just needs some love to make that clear. Inhale, we're going to slowly rise to stand. Vertebra by vertebra, rolling up. Head and gaze coming up last. Take a moment to look down at your feet. Make sure they're hips width distance apart. And you want to put your weight into all four corners. So maybe you need to move around a bit onto your feet. Shifting your weight until you feel like all four corners of your feet are into the mat. Pulling the energy from the mat up your legs, up through your ribs, pulling them together, and up through the crown of your head. As we inhale our hands to rise, pulling up from our fingertips and down from our feet. Bringing your hands in prayer as you exhale with a flat back all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, rising up on your fingertips or hands on your shins to halfway lift, keeping that flat back. Exhale, placing your palms down on the mat. Step your right foot back, then your left foot back into high plank. Holding it here for 2 counts. Wrists below shoulders, heels above your ankles and your toes. Breathe in. Exhale, knees, chest, chin onto the mat. As you inhale, pull through, slither onto your stomach. We're coming into low cobra, so if you have any tension in your lower back, let your feet come slightly wider. Push the tops of your feet into the mat so your knees come up off of the mat. Your hands should be in line with your nipples. Pull the heads of your shoulders off the mat as you peel chest away from the mat, your shoulders down your back. Low cobra. Exhale, come through tabletop position. Back into downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Let it out. Everyone take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale, open mouth, side out. Step your right foot forward. Drop your left knee to the mat. Untuck your toes back into your low lunge. Scissor your inner thighs towards each other as we inhale. Rise our hands up this time. Pulling your hips towards the front of your mat, growing tall out of the crown of your head. Pulling up out of your fingertips. Your pinkies should be facing each other and slightly towards the back of the mat. And exhale, come back into your half split. Shifting your weight to the back leg, your right heel drives the mat towards the back as well. Growing long out of the crown of your head. Stomach to thigh. As you exhale, fold over. Inhale, rebend into your right knee. Come back into tabletop position. And exhale into downward dog. Inhale, bring the left foot forward this time. Come into your low lunge, dropping the right knee onto the mat. Pull your inner thighs towards each other, square your hips off. As you rise on the inhale, pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. As you drop in. Stretching your hip flexor, keeping your lower ribs in, your belly pulling in and out. Breathing here. Keeping your ears open to your body, your heart open to your emotions. Just be here and feel. As you exhale, drop your hands to the mat, shift your weight into your right leg as you straighten the left half split. Flexing your left foot, dragging your heel back. Long neck, fold. You might see that you have a little less discomfort than you did the first time around. Your body is feeling safe as you go through this practice. Inhale, shift back into your left knee. Come into tabletop position. Tuck your toes. And exhale into downward dog. Inhale, gaze forward, front of your mat. Step or hop. Meet your feet, your toes, sorry. By your palm. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root through your feet as you rise up to stand all the way tall, reaching up out of your fingertips. Exhale, hands by your side, Tadasana. Inhale your hands to rise once more, growing long. Exhale, hands through prayer with a flat back all the way to full. Inhale, halfway lift on your fingertips or hands on chin. Exhale, place your palms on the mat. Step back once more into high plank. You can go through your chaturanga. You can go through your knees, chest, chin to low cobra, or you can shift over your wrists, drop into 90 degrees on your elbows, coming into chaturanga, halfway push-up. Look over onto the tops of your feet into upward facing dog. Breathing in as your heart shines forward. And exhale, pull your hips up and back into down dog. If at any time you need to go straight to down dog, do so, or if you need to drop into child's pose for a rest, Your body is the one leading you here. I'm just turning the volume up for it. So listen to it. Listen to whatever it is that you need without judgment. Inhale, step your right foot forward. This time keeping your back knee off the mat. Pressing into your left toes and your right foot. Scissoring your inner thighs as we come up into Crescent Lunge, rising all the way up. Keep a slight bend in your left knee. As you pull your ribs in, you tuck your tailbone under, and you bend into your right knee. Maybe you straighten your left leg now. Imagine the inner thigh, your inner left thigh is pulling up and back, allowing space for you to bend forward. Breathe in, grow tall out of your fingertips. And on the exhale, we're going to cartwheel our hands open. You're going to pivot your back foot to be parallel to the back of the mat. And really push on the outer edge of your left foot as your right toes face forward. The left arch and your right heel should kind of be in line with each other if possible. Pull your left hip back as you drop into your right knee. Your knee should be pushing towards the back, the last two toes on your right foot. And your hands should be pulling in either direction as you gaze over your middle finger of your right hand. Breathing here, dropping in so that your right thigh is parallel to the mat or as close as you can get. Tailbone tucked. Inhale, flip the palm and come into reverse warrior. Dropping your left hand on either below or above your knee, but never on the knee. Spiraling open from your ribs. Gazing up at your right hand. Coming back as you exhale into warrior two. Now everyone step your left foot slightly forward and more towards the left of the mat. You're going to turn your toes to 45 degrees, so kind of towards the left upper side of your mat. You might need to heel toe your right foot towards the right of the mat. You're coming to square your hips. So your feet are going to be in warrior one position, pushing out from the outer edge of your left foot still. We're going to clasp our hands behind our back. And imagine they're pulling your tailbone down towards your heels as you pull your hands down. Opening your chest, opening your heart, allowing to speak up, saying, I hear you, I'm here for you. As we start bending forward, surrendering to ourselves, keeping that weight in the outer edge of your left foot, you're going to bend all the way down into the inner side of your right thigh. Your right shoulder and your right inner knee should touch as your clasped hands come up above your head. Humble warrior. Your right knee is bent. Pull your left hip forward, your right hip back as you may have fallen slightly to the right. And stay in this position, surrendering, bowing to yourself. Saying, I'm here for you. I'm listening. Exhale, drop your hands to the mat. Shift onto your left toes on the ball of your left foot. Maybe you need to heel toe your right toes into the center of the mat. Now walk your hands slightly forward. We're coming into supported warrior three. Push off the left foot as you rise up, keeping your right leg as strong as possible with a micro bend in your knee so you don't hurt your knee. Flexing your left toes. You want to point your toes towards the mat and imagine your foot is pushing against the wall behind you. Gaze is forward and down. If it's in your practice, you can rise up off of your hands, but otherwise, keep your hands on the mat. This is a supported warrior. Breathe in here. Your heel should be in line with your hip. And exhale, just allow your foot to meet your right as you come to a forward fold. Breathe in here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold one more time. Inhale, root into your feet. Rise up to stand. Growing tall out of your fingertips. Exhale, hands by your side. Inhale, hands to rise. Growing long and tall. Exhale, hands through prayer. Coming through flat back and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop your palms to the mat. Step back either straight to down dog or go through your flow. Chaturanga, upward facing. Maybe you need knees, chest, chin. Low cobra. Whatever you need. We'll meet in down dog. Breathing here. Making sure just as much as you're connecting with your body, you're connecting to your breath. Inhale your left leg forward this time. Pulling your inner thighs towards each other as you come to rise into Crescent Lunge. Pulling your heel over your toes in the back foot. Dropping into your left knee. Pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. Maybe you straighten out your back leg. Pulling your ribs in. Come tall out of your fingertips on the inhale. And on the exhale, pivot your back foot parallel to the back of the mat. I'll switch around so you can see me. Your left toes should be facing the front of the mat. Imagine that your back foot is pushing against the wall as you pull your right hip back and drop into your left knee. Your knee should be towards the last two toes of your left foot. Breathing here, pulling from your inner thighs out as if you're opening a creased book. Breathe here, feel strong like a warrior. Inhale, flip your palm and come into reverse warrior, keeping that bend in your front knee as you drop your right hand below or above the back knee. Spiral from your ribs up towards the side. Exhale, come back into warrior two, stepping your back foot closer to your front foot, turning your toes to 45-degree angle, coming into humble warrior on the left side. So keeping the outer edge of your right foot planted on the mat. Inhale, pull your clasped hands down your back, really opening your chest and your heart. Saying, I'm here for you. As you exhale, bow down, surrendering. Dropping to the inner left thigh. Your left shoulder should be meeting the inside of your left knee. Pulling your right hip forward, your left hip back. This requires a lot of strength, but you can do it. You're strong. Breathing here. If you need to drop your hands to the mat, it's okay. Go where your body can go. On the exhale, everyone drop your hands to the mat. Fit onto your right toes. Heel toe your left foot to the center of the mat as you walk your palms slightly in front. Coming into supported warrior three. So kick off your back foot, straightening the leg. Once more. Maybe you come up this time, keeping your heel in line with your hip. Breathing here. And exhale, Drop your hands to the mat if you were up. This time we're gonna slowly lower our back foot down so it's the outer edge is parallel to the mat. We're gonna come back up into warrior two. So cartwheel your hands open, only for a second. Now, straighten your left leg. You can drop your hands. You're going to turn your toes towards the outside of the mat. So your feet should look like that. We're gonna come into goddess pose or goddess squat. So you want to drop down into a squat, but make sure your inner thighs are constantly pushing back. You don't want your knees to drop in. You should have weight in your heels as your hands come out into goddess. Keeping your tailbone tucked. We're gonna do some lion's breath here. So if you wanna stay in this position while I show you, you're more than welcome to keep the challenge of a nice little squat. Otherwise, you can come out of the position. So lion's breath is a really beneficial type of breathing. It helps regulate your nervous system. It helps your facial muscles kind of relax. And the most important part about it is it opens your throat chakra. And if you feel like you still have something you're not releasing right now, or your body just feels like it needs something a little bit more, this is your time to really let go. Let your throat chakra open so that you can speak whatever it is that your body is saying is the truth, but also to have a little fun because it kind of looks silly. You may laugh. I'll demonstrate. We're going to inhale our hands to rise. And as you exhale, you're going to drop into the squat and open your mouth with your tongue out and breathe hard as if you're roaring like a lion, but it's kind of going to be a whisper. So it's pretty funny. You can laugh if you'd like. I encourage you. So everyone inhale, arms up. Exhale, come into your squat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Staying here, allowing the breath to pull you down and open you up. Coming up out of your squat, turning your toes towards the front of the mat. So once again, coming into warrior two position, just for a second. As you breathe here, and exhale, roll your hands down and go through your last flow. If you need to go directly to downward dog, listen to what you need. Otherwise, we'll all meet in downward dog. Inhale, your right leg up. Exhale, drop your right knee towards your right wrist. Your ankle towards your left wrist. So you want to pull your inner thighs towards each other and you'll rise up. Then exhale, slowly drop down. Back foot should be up. Your hips should be squared. Pull your inner thighs towards each other one more time. And then exhale, drop down. And then walk for next hour. Maybe you need to rest on your forearms, or maybe you can go all the way down. Just breathe here, keeping your right foot flat. Allowing yourself to feel. Connecting to your breath. Feeling grateful for this practice, showing up today. Inhale, walk your hands back up. Tuck your back toes and come back into downward dog. Rising the left leg up this time. As you exhale it, dropping it down, your shin should try and be as parallel to the front of the mat as possible. Flexing your left foot, sending your right foot back. Pull your inner thighs together on the inhale to engage those muscles. Exhale, let them go. Inhale, grow long out of the side bodies, crown of your head. Exhale, fold down, walking your hands out to the front of your mat. Maybe dropping all the way down or resting on your forearms. Letting your head fall last, your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in here. Connecting with the mat. Inhale, walk your hands slowly up towards your shin. And this time, just drop down into your left hip so you can swing your right leg forward. Coming into forward bend here, forward fold. So just pull the flesh out from under your sit bones so you can connect to the mat deeper. Flex your feet and raise your hands up to the sky. Imagine there's a balloon right above you. Whatever it is that you need, maybe it's love or security, comfort, we all need community. Whatever it is that's calling you, imagine there's a balloon right above you. And grab that balloon, whatever it is you need, and start pulling it down towards your toes, towards the mat with a flat back. Wherever you can, wherever is your lowest point, maybe it's your toes, maybe it's the mat, where you reach that space, imagine the balloon is popped, and whatever it is that you asked for is enveloping you in love, in energy, in comfort, in security. Release into that and let it surround you. Connecting your belly to your thighs. Keeping your toes flexed. Breathing here. Feel the warmth of what you asked for surround you. Inhale, slowly come out of your forward fold, rocking your hands up your legs. We're going to slowly exhale our way down to lay down onto the mat. First your lower back, then your middle back, then your upper back drops down. Breathing here. Pulling your knees into your chest, giving yourself one big hug. Thanking yourself for being your source of safety, your source of love, your source of comfort, your truth. Give one big squeeze to your knees as you exhale, let go, dropping your right foot, then your left foot down towards the mat. You want your feet to fall into their natural position so your toes may fall out slightly to either side of the mat. Your hands should be pulling down towards your legs. Palms facing up to receive. Shoulders should be away from your ears. And wherever you're holding tension in your body, inhale into that tension. And exhale, let it go. Release release it all into your mat. Slowly start bringing some awareness back into your breath. Bring some movement into your body. Maybe you wiggle your toes. Maybe you wiggle your fingers. Maybe you wiggle your face and nose around your mouth. Taking your arms overhead, grow long as you stretch out as if you're a dog that just woke up from a delicious nap. Stretch all the way long. Bring your toes to your fingertips. And roll onto your right side, coming once more into fetal position, your first position where you felt safe and held. Keeping your eyes closed. Gently make your way to seated position. Try and keep your eyes closed while you can do that. Bringing your hands to prayer at the part of your chest. Your chest bones meeting your thumbs. Take a minute. Feel the energy circulating around your body. Let your body speak to you. Let your body move. You moved through your emotions, through the cells in your body. Allow whatever comes up today to surface and to speak to you. And I encourage you to just listen. Love, with compassion, with patience. Bringing your thumbs to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. Bowing our heads. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. Namaste. Thank you. So, if you guys have time to stay just for some talking through this practice, one, I want to say thank you for joining me, and if you feel comfortable, you can turn your cameras on now. And if anyone feels comfortable sharing, I wanted to first encourage anyone who feels like it is a safe space to share whatever came up for you today, or whatever word you needed that came up to you. You can just write that in the chat for everyone to see, and we can talk about it if anyone has anything specific that they feel was really calling them throughout the practice. Joy. Ashley felt joy. Nice. I think settled. That's nice. Or good. I'm glad to hear everyone had something different. It just shows how unique each of us are and what our needs are and what we feel. So I wanted to ask two questions. The first is, and you guys can either say this out loud, you can say it in the chat, or you can just think about it. But how can you give your body the microphone, like the space where you can really hear it and it can speak to you each day? What does that look like for you, and how can you do that for yourself? So for me, I tend to do that through yoga to start, but it also then throughout the day is taking a moment, and when I feel like I'm really kind of going everywhere and I'm doing things because I think I should or it's part of my schedule, I take a second and I breathe, and it tends to be loud breaths to release. So, you know, or just kind of shake myself out of where I'm at to be in the present. So if anyone wants to share what that is for them, or you just want to think about it because maybe you really haven't given a thought to that, I want to give you that question.
I'll share a little bit.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's definitely the breath piece, where I could even just catch myself driving the car and I'm going, and then even when I just did in that just that moment, it's like a washing, clearing. Just somehow the breath lets the anxiousness, the anxiety, the overwhelmment just kind of go.
Thank you. Yeah, the breath's really important. It's a huge thing that we need to live, yet we forget to do. Like really do, you know, not just the shallow breathing, but the letting it out, being here. Thank you for sharing that, Karen. Does anyone else have anything they want to share? You don't have to.
I'll share. I feel like I have been taking more walks without my phone since I've been at home. I sit most of the day. That's sort of my break from work to get my mind recentered.
Thank you for sharing that, Kevin. Yeah, I think it's all, you know, it's all a form of meditation, breathing, walking, like it's all bringing us into the present moment, and kind of, like I said before, we get attached to our comforts, we get attached to our schedule. So it's really important to listen to what you need that takes you kind of away from that and into your body, into your own space.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say that too, Kevin. Walking and just feeling the sunshine on my skin, or going outside if it's not sunny and hearing the birds and nature around me really helps me get into my body as well. It's just incredible how nature centers you. So for me, that's been really powerful, especially working from home. Getting outside and getting fresh air and just getting a different change of scenery really brings me back into myself really, really quickly. So it's awesome.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that.
I love the scenery in your background, Amanda. That made me feel very peaceful through the whole.
Yeah, the sun like perfectly came out as I was practicing. I couldn't really see the screen at all, but I was happy that I got to bring sunlight to you guys.
Somebody should take a picture of you right now with that setting behind you. It's beautiful. I just wanted to share my normal workout routine is more like weights and kind of hit cardio. And since I've not been able to go to the gym the past few weeks, I've been doing different things and feeling a lot more in tune with like doing Pilates, taking an opportunity to do these yoga classes. So yeah, I felt like a better connection and a lot more in tune with my body, and it's bringing me back to my days where I used to dance a lot more. So I'm really appreciating just feeling connected and getting more flexible again, and it's really, really nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really special. I think it's
For me, really help too is just when you're grateful for the fact that you can move your body and that we are all here together, that connectedness. And I think, because what I've been doing is every night just really trying to really think about at least 5 things. I put up my hand before I go to bed. Okay, I have to do 5 things, not have to, but it's powerful to do 5 things that I'm really grateful for. And I think taking this time, because much like Jen, I am more of a quick workout, get her done, get moving, but this forces you to do that breath. And I think that in itself is so powerful. So just thank you for that. So I'm grateful for you, Amanda. So thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping to do more of these with you guys. So I love the positive feedback, and I also love that everyone is open to trying new things that may be out of their normal routine. I know I think we're probably out of time, so I don't know if anyone wants to stay. Of course, I'm here to stay. Otherwise, in our post, I had put my website, so I also will be offering yoga classes there for anyone who wants to join and feels like they need some connection with slower movements in their day. But I did want to leave you guys with one thought. This isn't really to answer right now, but just to kind of ponder on for the day. What does it feel like to know that you have everything you need within you? It's powerful knowledge. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you joining. I'll linger for a little, I think. If Ashley, I don't know if that will work. If not, then feel free to connect with me. I'll put my email just in case anyone had any questions or you feel like you just want to talk.
Amanda, you're awesome. Thank you so much for this today. Yeah, feel free to contact Amanda. We'll also have this on our blog too, and her website, everything as well, to connect with her and potentially join some more yoga classes. Thank you all so much. And her Instagram's on there too, on the blog. Thanks, Jen. That's awesome. Yes, everything to connect with Amanda. We want you to get connected. So that's awesome. Thank you all so much for being here. Have a beautiful weekend. Thank you. And we'll hang, Amanda. We can totally hang for anybody that wants to hang.
Cool.
And thanks, Jennifer, for promoting. Great job of recruiting everybody and making sure we remembered and marked down the time and date. So it's really awesome. I didn't want to miss it.
Yeah, no, I think it's really important.